Hello there and welcome to another video tutorial on hotairballoonist.com. Today's tutorial is about how to make map files on Google Earth. This is going to be a fairly long video, and it does not include everything that is involved with making a map. Alright, first thing we're going to want to do, we're going to want to create a folder for our map. So we're going to highlight My Places here. We're going to click up at the top, Add, and we're going to click New Folder. And this new folder, we're going to give it a name. And at this point, there's not a need to add anything here in the description area. Alright, so small town, Iowa. So we're going to highlight that right there, and we're going to click this little box right here. We're going to add a polygon, and this is going to be, we're going to call this our flying area. Alright, and we're going to use this so that we can determine where we want to fly. Now typically when you have the little bullseye screen here, you're going to click one, and then go down here and click down here. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to click on the right hand side, and then we're going to click down on the bottom. Okay, now notice how it made this weird, right? And that's because it typically goes counterclockwise. Right? So there's our area. Now, style and color. Right? Well, white is fine for our outline, but we're going to change that to 4. And white is okay for our area color, but we're going to just click outline and not color. And now we can adjust these points by just moving them a little bit. Okay, and we're going to click OK. So now we've got our flying area. So now as we create our green zones, we can stay within our area. So the next folder we're going to make a folder called Green Zones. Okay, now we can go ahead and minimize that for now. Highlight small town area. We're going to add a new folder, and this is going to be named our Green Zones. And this is where we're going to put the green zones. And what I mean by that is we highlight our green zone, we zoom in on the map, and we go to an area where we know we've got permission to use. Alright? So let's just say all of these neighbors right here have decided that it's okay if balloons land in their yard. So we're going to click here, we're going to give that area a name, alright, and we're going to name it Townhomes. Okay, and we're going to click Style, and it's going to be green. We're going to leave it at 4 points. We're going to click Color, green. Okay, now scroll out on your mouse button and then scroll in, and you always want to try and stay so that you're looking straight down, so that way you hit the property lines. Now if you accidentally did what I just did right there, I clicked and mouse drag like you would if you were moving a normal screen, just right click, and each time you right click, those points will go away. Okay, so hey, guess what? I made a mistake for you right off the bat. So I'm going to click here, work our way around. Remember, we're working our way around counterclockwise. Right? And we don't like where that point went right there, so just move your mouse there, put your finger on it, and left click and hold while you drag it. Right? So now townhomes, style, color, okay. So you just created your first green zone. Now we'll move over here, and we also have room to fly or land here. So again, we're going to click here. We're going to give it a name, and we're going to call this Johnson's. Okay, and we're going to use our mouse again. Remember, we're going counterclockwise around the property and click OK. And so now we've got Johnsons and townhomes. So we're going to click green zones again because we're continuing to put stuff in our green zone area. And let's go up here to this property up here. Now let's just say that they allow us to be anywhere in here, but they don't want us on the baseball diamonds. So we're going to create a green zone in our green zones. Give it a name. We're going to do this. Right? Okay. So that's how we're making green zones.